Godzilla King of the Monsters is the latest in the Monsterverse, I believe, leading after the 2014 Godzilla and the 2016 Kong Skull Island. Both of them I thought were okay. I wasn't a huge fan of those movies. I can't really remember those movies since they first came out, but I thought they were fine. I enjoyed them for what they were, but they could have been great. And in some ways I was anticipating Godzilla King of the Monsters, in some ways I wasn't. In some ways I thought this movie could be absolute crap, only show Godzilla for 2 minutes. But you know what, I sat down and watched it, and I actually really had a good time. This is a really fun Godzilla movie. This is exactly what a Godzilla film should be. Godzilla fighting a bunch of awesome beasts with some meaning behind it. Not much though, and I think it needed that little bit of push with the characters. And I'm going to start off with that big issue first, and because I feel the first Godzilla and this Godzilla are completely opposite movies in every single way. That Godzilla focused more on the tension and the scale and the impact of what Godzilla could do, and it focused more on the character moments and the plot, when this one is more fast-paced and more colourful and more action-packed. There's a lot more monster battles, but there's less character development. Still, the characters are mediocre-ish. The performances are fine. Millie Bob Brown does a good job in the movie. So does some of the other characters. But this is a really good-looking movie. This is stunning visuals to look at, and there's a lot of really epic shots of Godzilla fighting these incredible monsters. And if all you want is monsters punching each other for most of the movie, then this is going to satisfy. This is going to give you what you wanted. And I thought the movie was going to be a lot worse. So I had a blast with this movie, honestly. It has its issues, for sure, and the issues that the first one has, this one doesn't. But the things that movie did well, this one doesn't do well. I just want to see a Godzilla film that is both well character-driven, tense and exhilarating, shows the consequences of what he can do, but also that one showed Godzilla as sort of the bad guy against humans. This one shows him teaming up with them. So it was sort of a different feel, it was a different pace for a Godzilla film that we haven't really seen before, and I like that. The visuals, there were some epic scopes, some incredible orange and blue colour schemes, really good looking movie. The CGI all looked fantastic. There was some really cool monster battle moments, and again, that's what you went for. You didn't go to see compelling characters in a Godzilla film. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't, who knows. This is a Godzilla, King of the Monsters, fighting the monsters. Honestly, who cares, you know? You're having a good time watching Godzilla punch the hell out of things and blasting his blue beams everywhere, you know? That is what you came for, and you get more of that here. And without comparing it to the 2014 Godzilla, this one does lack tension. There's no consequences of these battles. It lacks tension. I didn't feel tense. I was just like, yeah, this is cool. I'm enjoying this. But there wasn't any tension. I wasn't feeling exhilarated. I was just like, this is cool to look at. Yay. There could have been more tension there. There could have been more character-driven moments. And there was a good family dynamic going on in the center of the film that I thought could have been elevated by some scenes. I wish there was maybe an ending scene with this film. I like what they were trying to do and trying to put development into the characters, but they just told us this information. This movie is filled with exposition, telling us the plot, telling us what's happening. But again, who really cares about story and plot in these movies? And maybe you do. The first Godzilla definitely focuses more on that, but it focuses less on what the movie should be. Godzilla. This movie focuses on exactly what it should be, and in some ways is a good sequel. And in some ways I feel that both the movies are pretty much neck and neck with each other, because they're both pretty much the opposite films in nearly every single way. Still, this new Godzilla film is a blast. I honestly had a really good time watching this. There wasn't a second I was bored. There wasn't a second I was thinking, why am I watching this, you know? There wasn't a second where I was like, I need to care more about the characters. Because, to be honest, I did enjoy myself. It's what it should have been. It's definitely got its problems here and there, but this is a more entertaining film than a quality film, you know? And I feel the majority of people who go to see Godzilla King of the Monsters will have a good time. Like I did. I feel this is a film that doesn't need to be looked any deeper into. It's just a film you sit down and watch and have a bit of fun. And that's perfectly fine. I'm going to give Godzilla King of the Monsters a B-. I'm also going to give the movie a 7 out of 10. Guys, comment down below your opinions on the movie. If you've seen it and are you excited for Godzilla vs. Kong coming out in 2020? I certainly am. Guys, thank you for watching, and goodbye.